Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. We are now looking at the Golden State Warriors San Antonio Spurs 2018 NBA Playoffs Round 1 playoff preview right here. Now, guys, I'm covering every single team right here, so if you guys are new to my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, if you guys can please drop a like on this video. If you are enjoying the series, it would be greatly appreciated. Okay, so Golden State Warriors, San Antonio Spurs. I mean, in years past, you would think this would be an Eastern or a Western Conference Finals matchup, right? No, it is the first round just because, for one, Kawhi Leonard has not really played this NBA season, and two, the Golden State Warriors have had their share of injuries this season. So yeah, let's go ahead and check out the team stats here, for both of these teams, see what they are doing offensively and defensively as far as this season goes. So going over to the team stats. All right, so points per game, guys. Offensively, the Golden State Warriors are #1 in the NBA, dropping 113.5 points per game. As we know, they shoot a ton of three-pointers out there. Damn, the freaking Houston Rockets shoot 4 too, though. Bro, something's broke. Bro, if the Houston Rockets shooting 0.067% from three, because if they are, what the hell? Okay, guys, enough of that. Okay, I gotta go back to the Warriors here. Okay, the Warriors are 58-24 on the NBA season. So yeah, offensively, they are looking great. #1 in the NBA. We're the San Antonio Spurs. They are 27th in the NBA when it comes to points per game and 102.7. I mean, when you lose your star player like Kawhi Leonard, that of course is going to hurt you a lot, right? Looking at these teams defensively, are either one of them great defensively? Well, the Warriors giving up 107.5 points per game. I mean, Draymond Green is one of the best defensive players in the NBA. Klay Thompson does a pretty good job out there, but besides for those guys, not really all that great of defensive talent. I guess Kevin Durant, he has actually been one of the better defensive players in the NBA too, when he, tries out there and stuff defensively. Looking at the Spurs, well, that is the reason why the Spurs are in the playoffs, guys, is because of their defense. They are recorded as the best defensive team in the NBA. So we have the offensive onslaught of the Golden State Warriors versus the defensive sturdiness of the San Antonio Spurs. So let's go ahead now and check out the player stats for both of these teams. Well, Stephen Curry is their leading scorer out there, but he is actually going to be out for the entire first round of the playoffs with a strained right MCL. Kevin Durant, he has to be the man out there. As of late, with Stephen Curry out of the lineup, the Golden State Warriors have looked like just an NBA team. Not a super team, just an NBA team that could definitely be beat. So I'm really, looking forward to see if Kevin Durant could actually stand up in the playoffs and lead this team to victory in the first round. He should be able to. I mean, you are supposed to be one of the best players of all time, right? But yeah, he's dropping 26, 7, and 5. Klay Thompson doing his thing out there at 20 points. I do imagine he's probably going to average around 25 points per game in the first round just because there's a lot of shots opened up there. And then you got Draymond Green getting 11 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. Defensively, I think he's probably going to have the job of trying to stop LaMarcus Aldridge, who was an all-star this NBA season, although I think Draymond was also an all-star. So that is going to be a fun matchup to watch. Quinn Cook was just signed to a 2-year deal by the Warriors. He's kind of been like the replacement plan as of right now for Stephen Curry. Of course, he is no Stephen Curry, but he can cook in his own way. This dude is a good three-point shooter, 10 points per game, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Now, that's just for the NBA season. As of late, though, he's had some pretty damn nice games out there. I don't know if it actually will show his actual, past games or anything. Yeah, here we go. So, yeah, he's had 21-point game, 12 points, 19, 10, 30. So, this guy can definitely fill it up on any given night. He's a player you really cannot back off on. So, we're going to get to watch him against DeJounte Murray. Patty Mills probably against Klay Thompson, which does make me nervous for the Spurs just because Klay Thompson has so much height on him, and his ability to shoot that 3-ball over him is going to be crazy. The bench for this team, you got Nick Young, Swaggy doing his thing, David West, Andre Iguodala, who has not been as good as recent years, but he is getting up there in age. A lot of his game was athletic based. Once you start hitting 34, the athleticism starts going away. You got Zaza out there, so Spurs fans, just keep your players on lockdown, okay? Because Zaza's out there, he's gonna look to injure you guys, because we don't know how he plays out there, right? Looking at the San Antonio Spurs, let me bring them up here. We got LaMarcus Aldridge, an all-star, 23 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists per game. Definitely having one of his better seasons as a member of the San Antonio Spurs. It just comes down to, if Draymond Green will be able to stop him or not, which, I think it definitely is possible. You got Rudy Gay out there, 11.5 points per game, 5 rebounds. He actually has been coming off the bench for the San Antonio Spurs. I imagine they will probably continue doing that. But at the same time, he is a veteran player out there. He knows how to fill up the basket. I mean, he's a guy that can go for 20, 30 points without you even thinking about it. So if they start struggling offensively, you might want to consider putting Rudy Gay into the starting lineup. Although, Greg Popovich is a coaching genius, so he knows what he's doing out there. Probably going to sell 10 points. Patty Mills, I say, man, Klay Thompson's like, what, 6'7", 6'8". Patty Mills is 6 foot, playing the backup point guard, or playing the shooting guard position right now, actually, on this team. Manu Ginobili, this dude's gonna be fun to watch. I mean, this guy is the reason why the Spurs are in the playoffs. At the age of like 57 out there, he is still balling out like crazy, man. Has had some pretty big games at the end of the regular season. Danny Green out there, good 3-and-D player, although his three-pointer this season, he is shooting around 36%, so definitely not too bad out there. Really, all these guys, nobody's like a great three-point shooter, but they can all make them. So Patty Mills 37 is actually pretty solid. DeJounte Murray probably will be running the starting point guard position. Pretty good all-around numbers right there. Kyle Anderson off the bench. You got Tony Parker out there too, who is a veteran, but definitely not as quick as he once was. But yeah, so I think we're going to go ahead and start the playoff series simulator for this right here. Before we do that, let me give you guys my predictions. If Stephen Curry was playing and without Kawhi Leonard, I would say the Golden State Warriors would probably sweep the Spurs 4-0, but that is not the case. Kevin Durant has to prove to me that he can really win without Stephen Curry, which he has not done yet. So I will say, out of respect for Greg Popovich and just knowing him as a coach and knowing his abilities as a coach, and knowing that, you know, this Spurs team wants some vengeance on the Golden State Warriors for, you know, Zaza doing his things in the past out there. Oh my God, they're going to be taking some shots at him too. Please believe, guys. I will say it's not going to be an easy first round for the Golden State Warriors. I'm going to say 4-2, guys. I think this goes to 6 games out there. Now, would I be surprised if it was 4-1, or even if the Warriors swept? No, I wouldn't, but I'm giving some respect to Popovich out there. I'm going to say 4-2. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start this playoff series simulator. Let me go in the comment section below your guys' thoughts on the series and how many games you think either the Warriors or Spurs are going to win. Is there going to be an upset alert? Who knows, man? Here we go. Simulate with Simcast. The first game, we got the Spurs at the Golden State Warriors. Going to be a fantastic match right there. I cannot wait for it. Going to be so much fun to watch. So the first game, we actually have the Spurs upsetting the Warriors 109-103. Here is the box score. Okay, so Draymond Green did not clamp up LaMarcus this time. 30 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and then a really good all-around effort from everybody else. DeJounte, a double-double, 16 and 11. Is this his coming out party where he might just go out there and show that he really can be the leading point guard for an NBA team? Rudy Gay dropping 16 and 9 rebounds, a 12, 14, and 5 game for Pau Gasol. Manu Ginobili at the age of 92, dropping 9 points. Danny Green, 8 points for him. So yeah, this team, they balled out, guys. Looking over at the Golden State Warriors, like I was predicting, Klay Thompson had his way with Patty Mills, 33 points. Draymond, 17. Bitch-ass Durant, guys, kind of choked. 6 for 22 shooting, 1 for 9. So, I mean, he did some other nice things out there. But yeah, that shooting performance, that's the thing, though, is that the Spurs only won by 6 points with Kevin Durant playing that poorly. Can we expect that every night? Hell no, man. It's Kevin Durant. We all know he's one of the best scorers in the NBA. Next up, guys, we got the second game of the series. Simulate with Simcast. One side, guys, it's okay, so I'm gonna leave, yeah, because Stephen Curry is not gonna be back. It's just 2K. I am gonna leave rotation as is. Patrick McCaw, we'll say he's out too. Kawhi Leonard, leave rotation as is. Not putting these guys in there. Let me just confirm that they are not in the starting lineup, so it doesn't screw everything up. They are not. Okay, so they are still listed as. Okay, I'm actually even putting them on rest, so they don't try playing at all, because that would just be some cheese, right? Although Stephen Curry might surprise people and be like, "Yo, guys, I'm back. I'm back, man. Kevin Durant can't handle the scoring load." No, that's not gonna happen. All right. Simulate with Simcast. Game 2. Simulate game, guys. See what happened. And so far, oh, okay. So the Spurs, I thought, was about to make some noise. Golden State Warriors win 112-102 as they shut down the Spurs in the third quarter. On a 31-17 third quarter right there. Box score, Klay Thompson once again balling out 33 points. 31 for Kevin Durant in the bounce-back game. Draymond with the double-double. JaVale, 9 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 steals with 2 blocks. Doing everything defensively for this team. Looking at the Spurs, we got DeJounte, once again a fantastic game at 26 points. LaMarcus did his thing out there. Really just outside of those two, not a ton of help. Rudy Gay probably should be shooting the basketball a little bit more out there. Ginobili, 6 points. Kyle Anderson, scoring-wise, didn't do too much, but did get the 8 assists out there. So yeah, it just came down to the Warriors were the better team offensively. We have game 3. Simulate with Simcast. See how this goes. Game 3, guys. San Antonio Spurs off to the races, dropping 25, 26, and 32. Corey, guys, oh my God, they absolutely blow out the Golden State Warriors, 111-82. The Warriors just offensively horrible that game out there. Looking at this box score, Klay Thompson, 24 points. I mean, yeah, he was the leading scorer, but 9 for 21 for your leading scorer is not a good sign for things. 16 for Kevin Durant, 12 for JaVale McGee, a double-double for Draymond Green. But let's check out these stats of the Spurs. LaMarcus Aldridge dropping 25, 6, and 4, 19 for Rudy Gay. DeJounte continuing to play like a great point guard out there. Definitely a big-time team effort from all these guys, which is kind of the thing about the San Antonio Spurs. I always said the Spurs were the Warriors before the Warriors, and in that sense, that means the ball movement of the Spurs is kind of what molded the way for the Golden State Warriors in the future, because the Warriors, as we all know, are one of the best ball moving teams in the NBA. So the Spurs definitely did it first, though, with Tim Duncan, Ginobili, and Tony Parker back in the day. All right, so surprisingly to me, the Spurs are up 2-1. Are we gonna have an upset city here, guys? Are we gonna have an upset? Simulate with Simcast the next game, game 4. Here we go. And so, oh my God, dude, yo. The San Antonio Spurs 118 to 106. This is absolutely crazy, guys. The Spurs are up 3-1 versus the super team, Golden State Warriors. I can't say I'm totally surprised. I mean, I'm not trying to be a Warriors hater. It's just the numbers don't lie. Durant has not been winning without Stephen Curry. I think with Curry, when they have Curry in the lineup and Kevin Durant's not in the game, I think they're like 20-0 or something like that. And that's definitely not the case for the Warriors without Stephen Curry. So 36 and 14 for Marcus Aldridge, his best game of the series. 17 for Patty Mills. I mean, it was pretty much, you know, give them all the ball to LaMarcus, and everybody else just kind of filling the gaps out there. Klay Thompson once again leading the score with 24 points, 22 for Kevin Durant. But yeah, man, all of a sudden the Spurs find themselves up 3-1 due to the coaching and play of Greg Popovich and LaMarcus Aldridge. Here we go, game 5. I did not expect this whatsoever. Simulate with Simcast. Simulate game. Are the Spurs going to close it out? Well, it looks like the Warriors have come to play this time around. They just go off, man, win by 30 points versus the San Antonio Spurs, making it a 3-2 series, dropping 36 points in the fourth quarter, a total of 69 points, giggity-goo, in the second half. 34 and 12 for Kevin Durant, 26 for Klay Thompson, 11 for David West, Draymond, 10, 8, and 5. LaMarcus, 24 points, 20 for Danny Green out there, and then everybody else really struggled. They really shut down the backcourt, you know, Patty Mills, Manu Ginobili, DeJounte, his worst game of the series, 10 rebounds, though, for Rudy Gay. All right, we got ourselves in a game 6 situation. Simulate with Simcast. What happened, man? Bro, I simulated with Simcast, bro. Okay, well, something happened right there, but the Spurs just won 4-2. I went to simulate with Simcast, so that's kind of weird, whatever. I'm not too upset about it. We'll just go to view box score. Damn, dude, game 6, damn, 120 to 118. What a close game. JaVale McGee dropping 24 points, 23 for Klay, 21, 3, and 8 for Kevin Durant, 22 for LaMarcus Aldridge out there. Guys, keep in mind that this is just NBA 2K18 right there, so what happens down here does not mean what will happen in real life. I still do think the Golden State Warriors are probably going to win this series, but if there was a team, there was a coach that would coach an upset, it would be Greg Popovich. Anyway, guys, give me your predictions in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to drop that like, subscribe if you're new to my channel, and peace out, my friends.